Welcome back to this session, and in this session we are going to study a new topic, that is go to and continue statement. Okay, actually they are said statement skippers. Okay, now let's understand the go to statement with the help of an example. Here I have taken a for loop, and inside this for loop I mentioned a condition in if statement, and after that I mentioned the go to label, and label is mentioned here. Now when for first time compiler came here and find that value of I is 0 and it is less than 5 also, so condition is true, and it come inside the loop. It check the condition, but 0 is not equal to 4, that's why this statement is going to be ignored and compiler directly come here. But again it moves for loop, and again it run, and the value of I is incremented as 1. Now again the value of I is 1, condition is checked, 1 is less than 5, it is true, then it again come inside the loop and check the condition, this condition is not true, then it is not going to execute this statement. Similarly for 2 and 3. Now when the value of I become 4, it came inside the loop and checked this condition. This condition is true. Now it is going to print your statement is. Now here go to is written. Now as the compiler see go to, he understand that he has to go somewhere. Now where he has to go? He has to go on the mentioned label, label 1. Okay. So as he read label 1, he starts searching that where label 1 is mentioned inside the code. So it directly come out of the loop, it jumps out of the loop, and where the label is mentioned, there it moves and print the statement your treatment is, and your program is ended. Okay. For fifth time it is not going to increment and again move in the loop, because now comes out of the loop because label 1 is mentioned out of the loop. Okay, you can name this label, label 2, label 3, label 4. Okay, so you have to mention the label name here. So this is all about the go to statement. Now let's continue with the continue statement. Here you can see that I mentioned a variable integer data type. Okay, now here the compiler come and study the for loop. When the value of a is 0, okay, it is going to check the condition. 0 is less than 7, condition is true. Now again it came inside the loop and checked this condition, but this condition is not true. So it is going to skip this statement and directly came here, and the value of a is printed as 0. Again it is going to come here and check the value of a is now incremented and become 1. 1 is less than 7. Okay, again entered inside the loop, the condition is true, but here the condition is false. Again this statement is ignored and value of a is printed as 1. Similarly for 2. Okay, and when the value of a is 3, the compiler came inside the loop and checked this condition is true now. So it is going to start, it is going to compile this continue statement. Now what is the function of continue? Continue means skip the further forwarded sequences. Okay, means what sequence are written after the continue statement, you have to skip them. Okay, so if continue is there, then compiler is directly moving and pointed towards the loop again. Okay, as you can see in the picture. Okay, so it again move here and the value of a is incremented as 4. Okay, so 0 1 2 is printed, but 3 is not printed. Okay, because it is going to skip this statement and directly due to this continue it move here. Okay, now value of a is 4. Again condition is checked, not true, statement is printed 4. Similarly 5 6 7 is printed, only 3 is not printed on the screen. Okay, actually after the continue statement, whatever is written, if the condition is satisfied, not going to be printed. So I hope you grabbed the concept. So hope that you have enjoyed this session. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Thank you.